Before crypto, sending money across borders required relying on a bank, a wire service, or a remittance company. These middlemen charged fees, took days to clear, and held the authority to freeze your funds at any time. Bitcoin offered an alternative. It enabled two people anywhere in the world to transact directly, peer-to-peer, with no central authority sitting in the middle. However, its creators designed it for a single, narrow function, securely moving value from one address to another, acting as a highly secured digital ledger. While it successfully solved the problem of trust for simple transfers, all other complex financial transactions remained reliant on old, centralized systems. If you try to give Bitcoin complex instructions, its basic scripting language hits a limit. It is intentionally restricted to basic calculations. You cannot, for instance, tell the network to hold funds in escrow and only release them if a third party confirms a delivery within a 48-hour window. This rigidity was a deliberate engineering choice. A narrow system with a small attack surface maximizes security and is significantly harder to hack. This created a roadblock for early developers. Because Bitcoin's base layer could not support complex logic, they hit the same wall repeatedly, finding that every new use case required building an entirely new blockchain from scratch. Bitcoin was secure because it was rigid, but that rigidity prevented it from becoming a platform for broader, decentralized computing. In 2013, 19-year-old Vitaly Buterin began studying these developer frustrations, looking for a way to remove that technical ceiling. He realized that decentralization, public verification, and tamper resistance could apply directly to executing code, rather than being limited to a static ledger of balances. He proposed Ethereum, a blockchain with a general-purpose programming language built into its core. This allowed for smart contracts, programs that live on the blockchain and execute automatically when their specific conditions are met. This shifted the primary goal from creating a new currency to building a global, decentralized platform for applications. But this creates a trust paradox. If these smart contracts run on random, anonymous miners' computers, how do we guarantee they won't alter the code or lie about the result? The solution is the Ethereum Virtual Machine, or EVM. The EVM is a sandboxed environment running identically across the network. Nodes independently run smart contracts through their EVM copies. Human-readable code compiles down to uniform EVM bytecode, ensuring consistent execution. The network cross-checks these outputs, accepting identical results and rejecting any anomalies. This consensus mechanism makes the promise of code runs as written an enforceable technical reality. Ethereum launched in July 2015, expanding blockchain use cases into programmable money. In this new environment, blockchains function as active, decentralized processors rather than passive storage systems. The EVM's architecture proved so robust that it was adopted by other blockchains. Chains like BNB Chain, Polygon, and Avalanche are now EVM compatible, running the same smart contracts as Ethereum. Because of this widespread adoption, the EVM became the default operating system for a significant portion of the entire blockchain ecosystem. We began with a system designed for the rigid tracking of money and engineered a flexible environment for complex logic. We now have a computing environment with no corporate owner, no single point of failure, and no off switch. We have successfully engineered a global, ownerless computer that cannot be stopped, functioning autonomously without any